What's up, everyone? Got a brand new product we wanted to tell you about, the Hinge by Ultraview. Super pumped to have this here at Lancaster Archery. Colby Hanley and the guys knocked it out of the park with this. We're gonna tell you all about it. Hey everybody, this is PJ Reilly from Lancaster Archery. Great product we wanted to tell you about today. Of course, it is the Hinge by Ultraview. This is the first release that's being put out by the folks at Ultraview, and as its name indicates, it is a hinge or back tension style release. Now, they really hit a home run with the design of this release, Colby Hanley and his team down there. There's lots going on here, even though it doesn't really look like it. Let's start first of all with the options that you have available to you. So right here, I'm holding the brass. There is also an aluminum version. You can get both of those in either click or no click. So lots of different choices for you there. But now let's look at the shape, because the shape is what really captures your attention when you see the hinge. You can see this big sweeping hook there, and if you look, when I put my fingers in it, it puts the hook directly over the center of my middle finger there. And when you come to full draw, it's just, you can tell that that's the natural place where it should be. It's super comfortable spot for it. Now, Colby Hanley said that in designing this release, they measured the fingers of hundreds of archers to try and get these finger beds correct. And they did it. I have big hands, and to me, I look at this and I thought, that release looks really small, but when I put my fingers in it, the spacing of your fingers is just, it's a real comfortable spot. And even this shape of the release here. So when my hand comes flat to full draw, what I can feel is that naturally I have more pressure on this side of the release, which is where you want it, because obviously you need the release to rotate in order to get the hinge to go off. So it does no good if you come to full draw and all the pressure's on your index finger here. You want to have the pressure here. It just makes for a nice natural rotation to get that release to fire. So when you are going through your shot process and you are slowly adding rotation to the release, what moves is this whole top head here. This is what is going to bring the hook out of the sear that's holding it in place and is going to make it fire. So that little piece right there, that is what is actually making the release fire. And it's nice and smooth. As you go through the shot, you know, you don't want anything catching or hanging up. You just want that to all be nice and natural as you move through the shot and fires. And that is what happens with this kind of unique head design there from Ultraview. So one of the unique things about the hinge is that those of you who like to shoot with a click, you'll notice that the click is actually built into the hook. So if something were to ever happen to that click where it got damaged or whatever, you could just take that, take the head apart, pop the hook out, put a new one back in there. So that's kind of different. Usually the click is on the bottom sear, which incidentally, we should talk about that. This release is micro adjustable. In the box, you're going to get an Allen key. And on the back right here, you can see where the Allen key goes into this, slides in there, and now clockwise makes the release hotter. In other words, it's going to go off faster. Counterclockwise makes the release colder, or you have to put more rotation to get it to fire. But it is micro adjustable. You're not loosening anything. As you turn this, there is a sear inside here that actually pivots up and down to get that setting exactly where you want it. The click distance that Ultraview has built into its click hooks, I would say is on the faster side of click distances that are out there. It doesn't take a lot of rotation after the click to get it to fire, nor does it, is it super hot to where it clicks and then it fires right away. But it doesn't take a ton of rotation, which I like that. I tend to find that a lot of releases, the click is too slow for me. And this one is kind of middle of the road. Nice, you just let your hand relax and then it fires after the click. Another thing you're going to notice is this right here. This is not your traditional thumb peg. There actually is no thumb peg, although this is the spot where you would put your thumb when you go to full draw. And I was surprised, but I found I don't really need a thumb peg with this release. Again, because of the geometry of this release, when I go to draw back, my hand naturally tilts the release this way, which is going to keep it from firing. And so I don't rely as much on that thumb peg to help me get that pressure this way. Just resting my thumb right on that, I can pull it back. Of course, for those of you, if you do like a thumb peg, you can easily add one in there. Ultraview makes a whole bunch of products, different kinds of thumb pegs that you can accessorize, different colors, different shapes, all of that. So you can put a thumb peg on there, but you don't need one. That was one of the things I found pretty cool about this release. For letting down, if I come to full draw and I have to let down, if I just place my thumb on this right here, the release naturally pivots this way so that I can safely let down without the release firing. Back here, you're going to notice that the release does come with an aluminum third finger, but with these screws here, you can take that out and you have the whole line of Ultraview funky fingers in there. You can make this a 4-finger release. You can add any of those colors or shapes that Ultraview has for their release editions. So this release can be totally accessorized with all the Ultraview features there. But just a real nice, comfortable release. It is thinner than a lot of releases. I tend to usually like a fatter release, but this one, it just fit my hand really nice. And I noticed that the rotation was natural. I shot really well with this release the first time I took it out of the box, so I really liked it. All right, that is the brand new Hinge from Ultraview. For more information on this product, click right here. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. And as always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at lancasterarchery.com.